Sunday prayers in Juba. South Sudan's capital has returned to a semblance of normality. But fierce fighting elsewhere in the country continues to dampen spirits. Some find it difficult to accept that an ethnic rift has emerged.
This is a conflict between the politicians. It's not a conflict between the communities, as these people are now talking about it. And we are very sad that many newspapers and many radios and televisions have been talking that this has been a conflict between the tribe, which we always say it is not true.
But just a few kilometers from here, a United Nations camp for displaced persons has become somewhat of an ethnic ghetto. The vast majority of people seeking refuge here are Nuer, the same tribe as Riek Machar, the leader of the armed opposition. This family fled here in mid-December. They complain of feeling trapped.
We've wanted to leave since we arrived at this camp. We want to go abroad, to Uganda or Kenya, where the children can go to school. But the problem is that if we leave, we could be arrested. People who've tried to leave before have been arrested.
It's not just ordinary civilians sheltering here. This section of the camp is the so-called VIP area, reserved for former administrators and lawmakers. These men, who agreed to be interviewed on condition of anonymity, claimed that the war was triggered by the assassination of Nuers in Juba.
Only the Nuer were targeted. So, and instead now of being a national issue, it has now turned into a tribal ethnic issue.
The mistreatment given by our people, I mean, when I say our people, the Dinka, their brothers, of course, what they did this year to us, we'll never forget for centuries.
But members of the Nuer tribe aren't the only South Sudan civilians who've fallen victim to atrocities. In Malakal, the capital of the oil-rich Upper Nile state, the Dinka and Shilluk communities complain of abuse, mainly by Nuer rebels. Many have fled to this United Nations camp, where some are receiving medical treatment. Like this Shilluk woman, mother of 7, who was shot when rebels retook Malakal last month.
The rebels entered the church where I was hiding. They opened fire, wounding my leg. They also kidnapped my 14-year-old daughter and many others.
900,000 people, over 10% of the population, have been displaced by the fighting. The peacekeeping mission here is being bolstered to 12,500 troops from 7,000 before the conflict, or some might say, the civil war.